guys, we're back in Kentucky and we got a couple tasks to do. One involves looking at this race car here. My dad really wants a race car. He's retiring soon and I think it's just time he gets himself something to play around with. But our buddy Travis is selling this El Camino. It's a pretty sweet ride. It's a little rough around the edges, but it is a turnkey car and it sounds good, runs good, and supposedly we can just put gas in it, take it to the track and race. So hopefully this works out, but we'll see. We just might be adding another race car to the fleet. However, less than a mile that way, my race car is done and ready to go. Let's go look at it. Well, boys and girls, old Grumpy is back. It's in the trailer, ready to go to Southside. There's a bracket race tomorrow. We haven't bracket raced since last year. I enjoy bracket racing, I really do. We've had a lot better luck no prepping, but I really do enjoy bracket racing, and it definitely taught me a lot about drag racing in general. However, this car has underwent a massive change, massive surgery, and I'm in my trailer now. I can't stop looking at it. So I'm at my house. It's literally just nighttime, pitch black outside. And I got the lights plugged in on the trailer. I can't quit looking at it. So I'm going to try to give you guys a quick rundown of what all we changed, all the new parts. I have spent a healthy amount of cash on this car. And it's a good thing we've won this year because I put all that money in an envelope. I knew these changes needed to be made. You guys see me wheelie all the time. You see me break the front end all the time. You've seen me break the front end going down the track and almost crash. And we don't want no more of that. So we did it right. We spent the money. And let me show you guys. All right, so where to start? You guys saw the old setup. I have an old photo of it. I'll kind of flash it up here. But to start, the chassis bars were way, way lower and in on the car. You could not really fit struts under that unless they were this big. And it just wouldn't work. So most strut cars have a higher bar in the chassis here. And we wanted a more long travel strut. So Daniel Thacker at Thacker's Chassis and Performance, sorry, I had a really hard time spitting that out, in Rush, Kentucky, did all this work, and my God, he killed it. So I bought the strut cups, I bought the struts, I bought the Racecraft bump steer kit, I bought a TRZ brand new steering rack, I bought Strange lower control arms that are weld to length, whatever you need to do. It's all really, really nice stuff. New everything. The mounts are new for the rack. Every single thing from there this way is brand new. Once it got into the chassis shop, Thacker noticed that we were going to have an issue with some geometry here. So he literally cut the chassis off right here and narrowed it. It's 19 inches wide. That allows the steering arms to come down before they would have hit the chassis. So that fixes all that issue. These braces and motor mounts are just absolutely beautiful. These are AFCO Terminator SS 6-inch stroke struts. They were not cheap. Had to put the chrome springs on them because I think it looks cool. Like I said, TRZ, brand new rack. And he custom made all this stuff to remount my front end here. He did an excellent job. Anybody who complains about this stuff sticking out of the hood, I do not care. I haven't been running a hood. It's really not a big deal. Don't put it past me if I do put a hood on this car to cut holes and let these stick through. This is my car. This is what I wanted to do. And, you know, it is what it is. Like I said, it's my car. I'm going for performance. I'm not going for this to be a show car. I want it to work good, and I think it is going to work like a charm. So I can't wait to go test it tomorrow. Really excited. You really need to come see it in person. So if you guys are at the track or whatever and you want to come check it out, just come over and check it out. If I'm outside, I'll show you some stuff. But I did not spare expense on these parts. Spent a lot of money, and it's all really, really nice stuff. I don't have any Amazon parts on this thing. But please come by and look at it, and look at how good of a job they did at Thacker's Chassis and Performance. And it's just like an hour away. Nailed it. Absolutely crushed it. I just heard a drip in here. That's bad.
Flashback. End of flashback.
Welcome back, it's the future. It's the next day, back at Southside Dragway. Very first bracket race here in 8 years. This track was abandoned for 8 years. If you watch this channel, you probably already know that. But heck, I'll go ahead and throw some clips in here. But, car has been rebuilt. Have not driven it yet. I drove it like 6 feet forward to put it in the trailer. I'm gonna get in it for the first time with the new front end setup, driving around the pit, and see how it feels. Hopefully everything's happy and kosher. We'll see. Let's go try it out. All right, everything seemed fine in the old test drive. I've nut and bolted the car. I think it's all right. Only one way to find out. Don't know what it's gonna do. We did add another Band-Aid to the front. Had a little mishap at the chassis shop. Front end fell off the stand. Got a boo-boo. No big deal. We fixed it. But we'll be heading up here shortly. See what this thing does. Well, I haven't felt that in a little while. That was some spinning and tire shake. So it rattled the tires pretty hard. We have so much more adjustment in these shocks, and with them spraying the track and us no prepping for the last year, I was like, man, this thing's gonna wheelie like crazy, and I was wrong. It didn't transfer, and it didn't wheelie. So we actually need to loosen the front up. The struts just didn't allow the front end to come up and transfer the weight to the back tire. So we'll have to find that balance between wheeling and knocking the tires off, and I think she'll be happy. But I mean, the car's safe, everything went good, so we'll make some adjustments and hit it again. Guys, a little loud in here. Some time has passed. There's a million cars here. I wish I had a drone to show you guys how many cars here. It is packed. Made some adjustments to the front end. It was way too tight. So we're learning on these struts. We didn't know where to start, so we started pretty tight because I thought the track was going to be so sticky that the car was going to wheelie anyway. But I think we're learning that we can really control the front end of this car with these struts. And I hope that's the case. I could be wrong, and it could wheelie right here. But we loosened them up quite a bit. Hopefully let the car transfer, get up on the back tire, and we'll see how this goes. JP made a heck of a pass. He's here too. Dave Cash is here. Jimmy's here. Jeff Pesh is here. The Holston boys are here. I think Zach Bryan is coming. Like, all our friends are here. And we're pumped. So this is a good day. We'll go try this again. tires a little bit. It was better. Still spun the tires. I went ahead and ran the pass out. Still ran a decent number, even though I had a huge pedal in there and spun. But a lot of potential. I just got to loosen up the front a little bit more, I believe, and find that balance. Also, it feels like my brakes might be dragging a little bit. Might have to figure that out. Like when I just stopped, I turned the car off and I could hear them dragging as I was coming to a stop without even touching them. So that might be scrubbing me a little bit. Might have to figure out what the issue is with that.
Yeah.
All right, didn't do an update after that run. Had a ton of wheel speed, as you probably saw in the video. I thought I knew what it ran when I got my time ticket, and I was wrong. It went way faster. The 60 foot was kind of slow because we had all that wheel speed and it moved to the left a little bit. Having said that, the car went as fast as it did on nitrous. It's flying, and we have so much adjustment left here. So I think if we get one more rip, that the car is going to run a personal best on motor without spraying it, which means we can get really, really close to a certain number that we've been trying to run. Actually, we can surpass what we've been trying to run and get to new numbers. All these numbers, I'm not going to tell you what they are, but there's a lot of numbers, and we're getting to them. And I'm just so excited.
Jack Foster. Jack Foster.
Okay, you should add in that clip of the lady with all the numbers and equations. Yeah, that'd be funny.
Are you actioned again?
Yeah, I'm actioned again.
But the car went great. It went as fast as it ever did on our no prep races on motor. And it's not because the track is so good, because we're spinning the tires. I think it's just because we're controlling the front end and it's cleaner. I'm sorry, this guy, he never stops. Like, love his heart. He talks all the time.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Let him talk about chicken sandwiches for a second.
So what did
I know that my guy down front here.
what do you?
Make sure you take care of your all kinds of places to take care of your garbage and all that stuff.
What are you working on now?
So there's a little bit of play in this wheel bearing.
Jack Foster's in a hurry. Hi, Jack.
Who's he talking to? So there's a little bit of play in this wheel bearing, and again, every bit of this is new bearings, new seals, new struts, every single thing in the front of this is new. So I'm trying to just check everything. I'm wondering if the seal might not be 100% tapped in on the backside or something, keeping it, it's not really wanting to move real free. Holy crap.
Oh my God.
You know what? We'll see you when I get it fixed. How about that?
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Well, guys, it's a little loud out here. Don't know if you can hear me very well. A lot has happened. Found a little issue with the front brake bearings, so we had to fix that. Had to run around and find the right parts to do it. But I got it patched up. I just knew something felt a little off in the front, so we figured that out. But I think the car is going to be happy. It's gotten really, really cold outside, so it might might change some stuff, but hopefully the track is still good and sticky. And hopefully we can get this thing to transfer just a little bit more and make a solid rip. So, I don't know. Only one way to find out. Let's go try it.
Action.
Hello. Hold on, I think he's still talking. The second I start talking, he's gonna go again, I bet.
Maybe.
Congratulations, gentlemen.
She needs to go on the scales.
Streets, you're up next.
Needs to go on the scales. It's wanting to go left. And anytime you make any change, you should scale a car. And we made not just a change, but a massive, massive change. So the car it's reacting really nice. The shocks are reacting really nice. And I like the way that felt. Had some wheel speed, however, I can feel it rattling the tires on that sticky track. It's wanting to go left on me. So we need to scale it, get it squared up on the scales, and I guarantee you we come out next week and it makes a lick. I mean, it's there. Like I said earlier, we spun and went left and still went we pretty much tied a personal best without spraying it.
Yeah.
So the car is very close. And me and Chris will get back to our no preppiness next weekend. There won't be a bunch of glue on the track, and honestly that's better for us and what we've been doing. So
Yeah.
I'm going to catch a couple of these runs. I think we're going to put it up. There's no need to keep chasing it. We know it needs scaled, so we'll get it scaled this week and we'll be ready for Saturday, and we're going to win. All right, guys, don't remember my last update. As usual, kind of lost track of time. Put old Grumpy to bed. Hold on. Put Grumpy to bed here. Had a pretty good day. I am not, sorry, it's dark now. We're doing this in the dark. I'm not mad about the car spinning the first pass. And I'm not mad about the fact that it's going left a little bit. Like I said earlier, anytime you make a change to a car, you should put it on the scales. We didn't have time to do that. Didn't even get the car to the shop. We just picked it up from the chassis shop, drove it straight to the track. But the fact that it spun the tires means those struts are doing their job, which my old struts were not. So that's a big deal. That means it's working. Second pass went really, really fast on motor. Went really fast. So that makes me very hopeful of what we can accomplish. And we haven't even found the happy spot for those struts yet. Once we find them and we get that 60 foot back where it was, we're going to run a serious number. And we're going to be a serious contender. And then we'll spray the nitrous and we'll really go fast. But cars put to bed. Had a great day. Glad to see everybody, all our bracket racing friends. We had a good time. I think everybody enjoyed it. So Southside Dragway is back to bracket racing. If you're in West Virginia, you want a bracket race, hit them up. As long as the weather's good, I'd say they'll be racing. Next weekend is a no prep. It's the final point series no prep at Southside. We're going to go win that sucker or do our best. But thank you guys so much for watching. A ton of people came up to me today and was like, hey, we watch all your videos, and I really appreciate that. And it goes a long way. So we'll see you guys soon. Let's go win next week.
I'm